Hello, Fonschwein, and welcome back to the Eastern Front. So, I'm gonna make a real distinction here. The guys that watch these playthrough videos, you are true Fonschwein, and you are frontline pigs. But I mean, the guys that just watch the tutorials and stuff, they cannot be counted into that. I mean, no, like hate if you just watch the tutorials or the bigger videos. But if you follow the playthroughs, diligently, then you can truly call yourself a frontline pig if you're like one of my subscribers. Uh, I hope I can make some distinction or explain a little bit how the enemy got here in the last episode. It was a bit weird, I would say, just, when you look at it. But as you can see, there's no, oops, bump the mic stand. There's nothing here. There's no friendly unit on this node, so they could just drive through here up to this point. And, yeah, so that should explain that. Also, from what I could understand as well, we can take a look actually together. Let's see here. Yeah, so here we can see actually in the companion book that the 769th Infantry Regiment reports that the enemy penetrated southeast of 111.2. That is over here, southeast here, and has reached the heights north of Makri. Field cable connection is broken. So I mean, that they would get here and maybe eventually here, it's not out of the realm of possibility. So I just found that in the companion book because I was thinking this is a totally, crazy thing that happened here, but maybe not. Probably, they wouldn't just send one tank company. There would be a whole lot more to face off, but yeah. Anyway, up here in the north, we are facing 5 enemy battle groups as far as I can tell. And these guys will probably be coming with tanks and everything, so let's just get going with it and try to hold on against the slaughter. I probably won't be able to hold this front line, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Okay, so here we actually get our first look at the battlefield or in this place. Last episode, we were fighting, let's see, can we find Farmstead Makri here somewhere? Here it is, so here are the burnt out tanks. Light tanks over here. We should find some T-34s as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, all these burnt out shells won't do us anything good in this episode. Instead, we have to focus on the task at hand, which is defending against this Soviet assault. As I explained in last episode, we had some arrived units here. The main reason being that I had to fill in a spot in the front line, otherwise the Soviets would just get in here and it would turn into, and they would simultaneously attack from this direction, so I would have to fight in both directions here basically when I tested it out. So yeah, regardless of that, I have never actually managed to beat the Soviets in this kind of engagement before, or in this place. So we will see how I do in this episode. But yeah, guys, I'll just get going and set everything up, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, welcome back, guys. It's actually a totally different day now that I'm recording this. Life got in the way, so I hope you guys understand. But it shouldn't detract from the video. I'll just try to get back into what I was up to. We can begin here actually going through all of the companies one by one, as I used to do back in the days, so to say, back in the good old days, like 2 months ago. I think these early videos deserve some attention to detail. So let me just grab my pen and paper here, or paper where I've written it all down. So starting over here, we have the 1st Battalion of the 769th Infantry Regiment's commander back here. He has a cable group which should be set to movement under AI control. He also has a spotter here for a mortar, so they've been allocated to all these different places where they will try to set up zeroed in fire missions. All of the battle groups in this game except one will be of the 769th Infantry Regiment, so I won't even say which regiment anyone belongs to until I get to the last battle group, which belongs to another regiment. Let's go over here. We have the 1st company, a bit isolated from the rest of the group, but the main push isn't in their directions as far as we know, so they should be kind of fine. They have on their left flank some small 3.7 AT guns. They are also reinforced with MG34 machine gun teams set up on tripods that are covering how can you say it? The entrance routes, so to say, in the between the trenches here. So I'm suspecting if you attack, well, either it's gonna be across here or it's gonna be up here. So I have MGs set up to cover that with infantry platoons here as well. Heading a bit more right, we have the second company. They are set up here in this trench line and in this trench line. They also have these really good pieces of anti-tank equipment, 7.5 centimeter guns. So these guys will be vital into like when it comes to knocking out the enemy tanks and such. We don't have an infinite amount of these guys, so keeping them alive will be very important. They have been told to only fire upon tanks. If you deselect this one, then they won't fire at infantry. Other than that, the company commander is set up here, infantry platoons here, machine gun teams with the AT guns. So yeah, we're trying to strike at the long range here towards the enemy. I will explain a little bit why I placed my units in this manner. Moving to the right again, we have the 5th company. They have machine gun teams. You can see these horizontal bars are basically heavy infantry equipment. So machine gun teams and AT rifles, I think, are symbolized by that. The vertical bar, like here, those are mortar teams. So, and here we have AT guns yet again. These 5 centimeters, Pak 38s, not Pak 50s, like I like to say. Also, I hope my sound is a little bit better. I've installed a pop filter now on my mic, so it should be better with these airy letters. Like if you pronounce P, you know, it blows a lot of air from your mouth, you know, and the microphone has a hard time dealing with that. Anyway, here we go. These guys, they can work against the T-34s in a pinch. They're not as good as the 7.5s back here, though, but yeah. Machine guns, 80 guns, infantry teams set up, yeah. Machine gun teams, everything. So, moving even more further right here, we have the 6th company. Also, they have access to 7.5s here dug in, which will be, they will have to work in the anti-infantry role because they are so close here to a possible, how can you say it, enemy contact, that if they are not able to return fire, they might just get picked off by MGs. So I'm not conserving their fire that much. I want them to defend themselves. Also, they have access to, let's see here, this mortar crew. I've set them up close by to the action so they can fire with line of sight, hopefully. I don't know. I think that the cable guys take way too long of a time to get moving, and like within the first 10-15 minutes, you know, you need to really set the course for the battle, and I don't have time to set up the cable crew, so they will have to make do. I know this is a stupid positioning here. They will probably artillery this place, but we don't have much like choice. Some of the infantry platoons are set up in the pre-built trenches and houses here. Some of the infantry platoons are dug in, so it should be working as long as they get to fire, you know, out of the foxholes. They are a bit iffy when using the foxholes. Those who have played this game understand what I mean. Moving on, we had this arrived company, which I have little hope for. As we can see, their morale is dismal. So, yeah, they have been set up here to go in sparse attack lines. I can actually change that back to how I usually like it, like that. So they really are set up to lines of infantry here in the, like, where I don't have anything. The company commander is going over here to the reinforced position. They have a spotter, which is gonna like, that's basically the raison d'etre for this infantry company in this battle. You know, these guys are basically, you know, the Conscriptovich meme. They will run away at the sight of any enemy, because they are set to be AI controlled units. So you take a penalty in the morale. Let's start it up. You take a penalty to the morale of these units, you know, just because you don't want the AI to control them. Here we can see green flares. But yeah, I've set up this defense in this way because you can see we have these really strong trench lines here. But in this game, I've in my experience, they're not that good at utilizing these trench lines, the infantry. So I would much rather, you know, set back a little bit. Plus, if we look at the train, if we would set up our infantry in positions like here, the enemy has actually way better capability to fire upon us from this big field here, which is where I would do an armored push. So, you know, my suspicion is that there's a tank company lurking out here. And I'm not gonna be the one to, you know, how my infantry platoons get shot up by that. So instead, I've set everything back here, and I want our AT guns to work from close range on the enemy tanks. And just as they come over this berm, you can see it here, they will work, you know, in closer ranges. And also, these guys are set up in the same manner, so I want to be able to engage their tanks. Like, if they're gonna engage my infantry with their tanks, I want to engage them with my countermeasure, which is the AT guns. I cannot just let them shoot at us, you know? So yeah, we will see how it goes. I don't think I will have that much luck. I've said earlier, you know, in earlier battles, basically only these two, let's see, these two companies were present when I tried it out off screen. So yeah, now we have a much bigger battle on our hand, nearly 600 men under our command. But yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot different, but the enemy was strong that time, and I believe the enemy to be strong again. We were lucky, as I said in last battle, we were lucky that we only had to deal with one tank company. I'm imagining a whole lot more coming our way than just one single tank company. And you see, it might not have been noticed, you know, last time because we were so lucky we only suffered one casualty. Yeah, and here we can see Farmstead Nameless is taking artillery fire. So this whole company should act with caution. Dip their heads down a little bit more. Yeah, these guys in the houses are in danger. Because if one impacts a house, it's all over. It is all over, isn't it? But they're not gonna wanna move right now, so let's just keep them in the buildings and hope for the best. We have our own artillery as well, which we are setting up. Here, it almost looked like something is... That might be from the mortar trying to zero in, yeah. No casualties taken from that artillery strike by the enemy though, which is good. A little fire was started here among the trenches. That's not good, because in this game, this little fire will provide lightning for the like ambient lightning that the enemy can use to identify our guys, which is crazy to think about, but yeah. Okay, first enemy contact, and the AT guns are already working on it. They are getting targeting towards there, which is an APC of some sort. Let's check it out closer. Bruh. What the fuck is this, man? This is... Dog. If my commissar told me, get in this shit, Ivan, I am not getting in this fucking thing. What the fuck? This looks like something my uncle would make in his garage. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. We will not be able to hit it, and now they know we have AT guns. Bad idea. Anyway. That is a crazy vehicle. I can't even lie to you guys. But I want mainly to know where is the enemy's, you know, main push gonna be. However, yeah, look at this. We have these dug in positions for these grenade launchers, or what do you call it? We actually, in Swedish, it's called a grenade launcher, granatkastare. In English, it's a mortar. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you are finishing up your fire mission. I would call in some mortars on those guys immediately, but no. Still, I don't think the main push will be over here. Every indicator says that they're going for the crossroads over here, so... Yeah, you guys... Well... I hope my TRPs get finished up before we see the main effort of the enemy, at least. Here we can see... Yeah, I'm just worried because these houses, these little huts, you know, they can catch fire quite easily. And then the whole Okay, first tank spotted. Anyway, when a house sets on fire, you know, if it doesn't matter if you have a whole squad in there, they will get killed. And here we have a retreat coming from cable squad, actually, of the you can have maneuver control activated. No, actually, I can't order them around because they're retreating. The cable squad of the mortar team is retreating. That is not good. Okay. Let's check out this enemy tank, shall we? Okay, it's a T-34. That is dangerous. That is dangerous. I'm curious as to who's spotting it, actually. Might be from here or something, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, this company, someone is spotting it, actually. Hard for me to deduce. Okay, it was... Okay, it's the ATG platoon is actually the one doing it, so that's good. Now we can see a targeting vector from here. Maybe the T-34 is a bit taller, we can actually hit it. Okay, enemy AT riflemen spotted over here. Interesting. As we can see, these are horizontal bars, and yeah, that's, you can see he's carrying the ETRD, I think it is, the bolt action 14.5. They should get lit up though. And here we can see, okay, we have enemy infantry coming along here, being spotted by one of, okay, this squad got all, okay, interesting. This is more what I wanted. These guys, I don't know what I told them to do. For them to do all that. There's a lot going on now, by the way, guys, so I'm mostly interested in the tank, to be honest. If we can hit it. No, it's too high. We're firing way too high. And this is a big infantry push here on the left. Let's see. Yeah, but our ATGs here should be picking it up anytime soon. Sorry, guys, I was interrupted a little bit. That will be a weird pause, I think. Yeah, it's a lot going on here. Let's see. This spotter's over here. This spotter here, he should almost be told to hold fire. If he can. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Mortars are impacting, I think. Might be the light mortars from the infantry platoon, so... Okay, cool, cool, cool. I think that attack has no air in it, or air, like, how can you say it? It has nothing behind it. There's, I don't think we have to worry too much on the right flank. We should strike it with some artillery when we get the chance. We could plop down some mortars here, just as a precaution, like just a salvo. 20 rounds. Make him think twice about going there. Now we really need this artillery, I think. I wanna wait though. Let's do this. Make him think twice about going over this hill. Something like that. 10 per gun. Commander is killed. Oh my god. Infantry platoon. That sucks, man. That's so unlucky. But they were pretty badly placed as well. They were out in the open. I think we're hitting their tanks, man. We have infantry squads moving along here as well. Now the 7.5s here are working. So that's good. Retreat, let's see. Coming from the MG platoon over here. Oh my god, what is up with these guys' morale, dude? Normal, okay? The training is not that... experience is not that good. Oh. Yeah, okay, this AT gun now is ready for tasking. This, like, whole thing is getting eradicated, so no need. But over here, we should start hitting this trench line. With high explosive rounds. And actually, screw that. Those are infantrymen. I don't care about those. The real danger is lurking out here. 40 smoke rounds just where the tanks are going might do us more favors. Make him confused. Yeah, mortars here are working. This whole thing is getting shot into pieces. Okay. We could call for some more mortars over here. Something like that. 10 per gun. Keep it going. You guys need to start hitting these AT rifles. Otherwise they will start hitting you. Men are retreating from the positions, as we can see. That's not good. That's never good. This place is taking a bit more casualties than expected, but the mortar strike should help out, and these pucks are finally getting some more targeting here on the left, so that is cool. Machine guns are working on the guys moving through this trench. That is also good. I hope I don't take any stupid casualties among these crews. On these AT rifles, they can pierce through the gun shields of the Pack 40s with these AT rifles. Quite impressed that they have survived this long. Yeah, you see here, first crewman of this AT rifle is killed or wounded. Disabled loader. Yeah, someone else is gonna have to take his place. You can see here that is not good. That is good though. That we're getting fire on them. That is good. This position, men are retreating. This squad is retreating. That is not good. Machine guns are working here across the open. That is good. This is not good. This is good. Yeah. Now this artillery strike should be coming in. A bit, you know. Let's do it like that too. Keep the fire up on him. Commander is killed again. MG platoon commander is killed. I mean, can they stop killing my commanders? I don't think I had a single one die in the last campaign, and now we're just doing the same battle. There's probably gonna be more. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, this push is... Ooh, look at this field. It's been burnt up. And we can see here casualties. Even a cable crewman here. Burning. Yeah, we are knocking their first push out here. That doesn't mean that Ivan doesn't have any more tricks up in the sleeve for us though. Tanks are moving along this way. That is dangerous. But we are smoking him off. There's a machine gun out there, just faintly we can see it. I think we might have impacted that thing out there now. Maybe. A little APC thing. Tanks are more important though, and they are locking onto the tanks, so that is good. This mortar crew could actually be targeting something else, I feel now. Maybe he could work against this place. If they try pushing once, they might try pushing again. Yeah. And we should also, after we've launched those smokes, put down maybe a couple here. I will probably want to abort that first smoke salvo in a little bit, as to not waste the rounds. Here you can see, yeah, this push is getting neutralized. It's gonna be even better when artillery strikes. Yeah, we can see here Soviets have gone over the hill and hadn't had too much luck doing that. So that is good. However, if they start moving along the road here, that's another story. That's a much better way to attack that point, I would say. So let's see here. Did we knock a tank out? Yes, beautiful! Smoking T-34. That is nice to see. And this little thing, I don't know, it looks to be smoking. Ivan is still posting. Look at that! Oh my god, I didn't even notice. He has a little tanker's outfit on, but why he's sitting back here, but he has a little tanker's outfit on. That is so cute. Look at him. He's not even in a tank. He's in this fucking... As I said, this looks like something my uncle would cook up in the garage, man. And he's just chilling here back. And he's smoking and shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anyway. Left flank seems to be holding up quite nicely. They are moving all the way out here. Machine... No. Oh my god, it's the flamethrower man. The Soviets have their own flamethrower man. And look how his flamethrower looks. That is a crazy cool design. Oh. That is crazy. Anyway. Look at this battlefield. This is amazing. Just amazing atmosphere coming from Mius front as usual. Flares, fire, smoke, everything. Explosions, tracers. Retreat coming from, yeah, okay. This MG platoon, some component. The actual commander is retreating. Crazy. I think we can ignore that fire mission. These T-34s are advancing now. Something to be mindful of. They are moving towards our next smoke fire mission though. I just want some more rounds here. Some more smoke rounds. Yeah, this spotter is holding up. That is good. The enemy has captured the crossroads now. Okie dokie. I believe once he's done here on the right flank, this spotter could actually transfer some fire over here. There's a reason the Soviets have been held up so long. You can see these barbed wire trenches here are actually a pain for them to try to cross. You can see it's barbed wire, so that buys us some time. We could just set something up like right here. I don't know, in the barbed wire trench. Like that should be good. Okay, cool. MGs here are working, which is nice to see. This mortar team can now be called in. I don't know, somewhere if we can catch them. I'm leaning towards here in the gully because that is like where they could move up onto us. Out here we can't get any good targeting. We could just put 20 rounds out there to keep them down as well. That is good. I think we impacted one of the T-34s here. 2 guns are getting targeting towards it. I think that is an impact here on the left side of the MG. That could take out the machine gunner with spalling if we are lucky. Okay, let's transfer the fire mission of the smoke to the next section. Actually, we need it right here. There's a tank right up here. 20 rounds of smoke on the crossroads, please. Let's see the make of this tank. Is it another T-34? Yes, it is. Dangerous, dangerous tanks. Now you can be maneuver control. You can go back and hide where you should. Let's stop this fire mission. Oh! Yep, there we go. That's how I want it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We are getting targeting on the T-34 here, which means he can probably get targeting onto us as well. But I don't know how he's seeing that. That is a crazy shot to pull off. But he's gonna come over the berm here. I don't know how these guys are getting accurate targeting towards this tank. Let's just hope our smoke grenades start impacting anytime soon now. I'm wondering though, did we kill another T-34 out in this field? It's gonna be hard to find him. We have this one killed earlier. Hatches up and smoking and everything. It's so dark. I'm gonna try and like light this up a little bit in post-processing for you guys. I think we just lost contact with one. I don't think we killed the... Or here, did we do something or did we lose contact? I think we lost... Yeah, we lost contact. There he's firing. Yeah, he's firing towards our machine guns, or our AT guns. They should all try to focus on him. Yes! It was a bounce. But bounces can do things even. They can spall the enemy tank. And now this AT gun platoon should also hold fire on infantry, I feel like. Because if the T-34 is reaching here, then yeah. Yes, that was a side shot, I believe, on this T-34 here. Crazy. Here's the first smoke. It's not gonna do us any favors against this one, but maybe against the coming ones here that's behind him. And there's also some kind of gun here. But the fire mission is beautiful. That will serve us well. Yeah, you can push up on our AT guns, dude. That's gonna be fine by me. No, actually, as I say that, one of our AT guns takes an impact. However, with a lot of the crew surviving. It seems to be broken, though. Yeah, a lot broken, but the crew survives, which is good. They can repair the gun later if they keep surviving, let's say. Yes, put rounds into him. Come on, yes, yes, yes. You need to keep putting rounds into this dude. There we go. I think... No. 7.5s are engaging now. He's done for. He wants to retreat now. You can just get one 7.5 to the side. Unit destroyed should be this gun. Yeah, that's to be expected. They should leave the gun and retreat. Yeah, as they are. And we can see, I think they abandoned the tank. Yeah, that is nice. That is good. That is good. And now smokes are coming in. Okay, cool. When they are done with that fire mission, they can shift their fire a bit to the left, I feel like. Big infantry push here on the right. Or not big. Decent sized. Oh, but big infantry push here on the left. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. This is not the best fire mission, but enough rounds. We're lucky. If we're lucky, we will do something over here. I wonder if I can tell these guys to just go back, I don't know, somewhere here. No, I can't order them around. Okay. They were getting targeting on the next T-34 now. Hard for us to do though. With the smoke and stuff. Also, one little thing I've noticed, guys, is that these AT guns, they perform much better when they're not dug in, as these 7.5s are. The reason I want them dug in is for their own safety, but in my experience, the AT guns do much better when they don't have to deal with like a trench, you know, to move about, let's say. Look at this on the left, though. This is a good target for the mortars. They're getting caught out here. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. But the tanks are the big thing. Need to keep this up. This T-34, look. He seems to have gotten stuck in our trench here. The trench turned into an anti-tank ditch, which is nice. This one seems to be navigating it a bit better. This is good. Let's see, link established. Might be... Oh yeah, they're establishing the link, alright. Good. Yeah, cool. Means the mortars will have an easier time, maybe, I don't know. At that close range, it doesn't really matter. Let's see now here what happened to these tanks. Here's the one. Here's the T-34, straight on the crossroads position. Getting close. Too close for comfort, I would say. You guys need to start finding him. And they are, I think. Yeah. He's presenting the side armor. Nope, not anymore. But we can do stuff to him at this range. Keep firing. You can see a Soviet infantryman over there. Need to put more rounds into him. Keep it up, AT guns. You need to. Yes. And that was a 7.5, I believe. Yes, it's burning. Look at that. Beautiful. Amazing. So what have we killed now? Is that like one T-34 platoon we've taken out? Should be more to accompany. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the next one. He maybe have gotten out of the trench now that he was stuck in. Well, he can go like this. He will suffer the same fate as his friends, I hope. Let's quit this smoke barrage now. We should instead try to fire some high explosive shells here. Okay, you're all the way out here, that's cool. You guys have been telling me a little bit about these impact fuses, that you think they're better. So I will fire 40 rounds with impact fuses in that direction. So here on the right, I think any push is being forced back. Over here, men are retreating in the central section. And over here, the first rounds are now landing from the mortar team. I wish I could just focus on that, but I need to see that these tanks are destroyed. Speaking of tanks, here's one pushing through the, yeah, the next T-34. Should be more than one. There's probably a platoon with him pushing through the barbed wire. This guy is not having a good day. Look at all these MGs trained on him. Oh my god, poor man. Over here we have the T-34 though, which should be getting spotted now that he's getting out of the smoke. He's close. You guys need to lock in. Oh, hold on. Yep. Okay, yeah, they are locked in. These pucks over here are finding him. And these pucks over here are finding him. So puck stands for Panzerabwehrkanone, which means anti-tank gun. So if I say puck, you know what I mean. Come on, get some rounds onto him. Yes, that should be it for him. I believe he's done for. You never know with this T-34, so. Yeah, look at this. I think he's dead. Ceasefire, gunner ceasefire. Gunner AP tank, gunner ceasefire. Let's have this now, actually. Well, yeah, I think we can lay off the center for a bit with that gun. He should try to target out there. This gun can instead get a wider targeting like that. Should be good. For now. We have more T-34s coming our way, I'm sure of this, but yeah. Here we are holding out as best as we can. Seems like the mortars are... I think the mortar spotter is not finding his impacts that well, as the rate of fire is pretty slow on the mortar. Look at this field though. It would be cool if you could get some impacts going. That would mean that platoon would be... yeah. He needs to start walking those rounds in. Here we can see the next T-34 coming our way. I'm happy they didn't push them all together. We are taking fire from something heavy, I suspect here. Oh, T-34 blew up. Beautiful. And it's rolling. Or it was. It's moving about a little bit, just slightly. Okay, retreats are coming from which sectors now? From the left sector, okay. Now the rounds are impacting here, I think. Machine guns are working. Mortars, yeah, I think we killed a bunch of them with a mortar strike, actually. There's way fewer contacts. Beautiful. Link is broken. Yeah, those mortars were dead on. That is beautiful. Anyway, link broken. Let's see. Over here on the left. Be suppressed. Might be because they're moving about, or might be because the link has been shot up by gunfire. Here we can see the Soviets actually pushing in the way which I feared they would. On the right side here. As they're very competent close quarters fighters, it's not that nice to have it happen. The platoon leader here is getting into contact. One of his squads retreating when he needs them the most. That's not cool. And the retreat has spread. Oh, it spreads like a disease, yeah. So the actual, this mortar crew is abandoning their position. Which is not cool. Anyway. More T-34s to be spotted out here. We're just waiting. 2 of them at the same time, huh? Let's see what they're called. Shores and Alexander Nevsky, our old friends from the previous campaign. So yeah. Okay, this incursion here by the Soviets is getting dangerous. I don't think we can get any fire on it really either. Yeah, that is gonna be bad, you know. Hey, that is dangerous, because if we fire here, they're gonna, you know, when it says 450, that's basically a big circle. So say here, when I have 100, it's gonna be or 80, it's a small circle here in which the rounds can impact. Meanwhile, it's out here, as I understand it, it's, you know, they could just as well start impacting our own troops, which is not that cool. Maybe we could have some smokes going here instead. Like 5 per gun when they're done with this targeting over here. Yeah, I think we actually managed to beat them up, or beat them off over here sufficiently enough that we can stop the mortars fire mission, which is cool. Yeah, the left flank seems for now to be secured. That means we can use the mortar, maybe like here. Here? No. Too much dispersion. 2 AT guns are rolling up on our position though. Let's do that. 10 per gun, let's not waste too much ammo. Yeah, here we can see they have these guns rolling up on our... Yeah, dang, 45 millimeters. That is not good. Let's check the retreats, by the way. Oh yeah, just another retreat order from the... They have packed up their mortar tubes and they are hauling ass. That is not cool. I don't have that much to help them out with either. Guessing another order. Yeah, no wait, these are actually these guys. Okay. Oh well, it happens. Okay, now we can see that the Soviets woke up a little bit here on the left. This is dangerous. T-34s are getting close. Let's see how the guns are doing. The enemy guns, that is. Only have visual on one right now. Oh, okay. This fire mission is a bit off for that. Okay, we can't impact. Okay. I'm guessing we're out of impact fuses. Let's do this then. Keep the fire going on them. Let's see, where are you targeting now? Oh yeah, you're targeting towards here right now. You can stop doing that. The right flank is in a precarious position right now. Well. Ammo blow off in the T-34 over there. This gun is getting eyes on. They're not doing too hot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Something has happened to these men which I missed out. Commander and loader are disabled, so killed or wounded. Means their fire rate and maybe morale, accuracy, they will take effect from that, of course. Oh, he's getting stuck. That is good. Yeah, get stuck, man. In the vital moment, he got stuck. That is good for us. Yes, we can just lay into him now. Okay, let's check it out. So, who's retreating? That is quite important, actually, to see. Okay. Infantry squad member, machine gun platoon member here on... Or here, actually. Yeah. Yeah. An infantry squad, okay. Yeah, they are pushing us out of here, I think. Our guys are retreating. I hope they enough hold their positions, though, for us to keep it up. Now both guns are getting targeting towards this B-34, which got stuck and got himself... No, he's not stuck anymore. Oh, wait, I'm mixing them up. That one is still stuck, this one is moving. Or maybe they mixed... This one got unstuck and this one got stuck. I don't know. Keep it up, though. Keep the fire going. He stopped. I would switch to target that one right now. Smoke is now going. Increasing the confusion for the tankers, which is beautiful. Smoke offers him a way out from these guns right now, though, but not from these guns over here. So the 75s here on the right flank are doing God's work. Commanders killed capture. Who got... Okay, so these guys of the MG platoon, their platoon commander, as we can remember, he was killed. They decided to retreat. Got themselves captured. I don't know who these guys are. Oh, they are a member of the puck crew who decided to go this way. That is not good. And I can't order them around either. I can tell them to do that. Just a little thing. I might. Okay, this infantry... Let's see here. Infantry squad leader got killed. That is not good. They will... Yeah, they retreat. The Soviets have definitely broken up to this position here. Okay. You could cease fire on that tank, I believe. Gunner cease fire. Switch to this T-34. Let's see here. So what we could do maybe in this situation, if we choose our AT guns in question, is just to try to tell them to prioritize this tank instead of that one. Let's see, this should be enough for now. Keep impacting over here instead. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. Retreats, yeah. Infantry squads are retreating across the whole map, but what matters most is dealing with these tanks, the heavy equipment, and then the infantry will follow. So yeah, this tank is done for. Crew is leaving, crew is bailing. Now we need to start thinking about that one instead. Retreat over here on the right. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can use this guy. Nope. Can't even. Yeah, we could target our own position when needed. But that's not what we want to do exactly. Okay. Should have set up. So I think I wanted to set up TRPs here, but it was impossible to get eyes on for the spotter, and I couldn't move him around as he was arrived. I couldn't like move him to a new position. I know you can cheat with the spotters as well in the deployment phase of the game. I won't show you guys how to do that though, because that is not cool. I'm guessing our only real option now is just to try to alleviate here on the right flank, put some rounds here on the right and hope the spotter can do something with that. Men here are now abandoning their positions. No targeting is coming towards this T-34, which is bad. We need to start dealing with him. He's rotating the turret now, so okay, now we're getting it. Beautiful. 75 is impacting. And I think that's him burning there. Beautiful. Like David versus Goliath. Okay, cool. Tanks are dealt with for now, but we have one more spotted coming our way. That's a T-26 though, which I don't care about him. I'm not too scared of him, actually. And here we can see, yeah, that's a strong Soviet push with a whole squad, and our men are in disarray. Looking bleak here on the right side. I'm just waiting and hoping for the, what do you call it? The ceasefire to come now. Here we can see first mortar round should be impacting, or it has already impacted. Anyway, as long as we can keep the Soviets at a distance and our machine guns can do all the work, that is fine by me. Situation is not good here on the right side. However, it's gonna take a while for this fire mission to start going. Anyway, these two guns are now allowed to target infantry. These guys have gotten a much better movement vector. Hopefully they can get out in time. These two guns are now allowed to target infantry too. Everyone can target infantry, I feel like, at this point. I think we've decimated enough T-34 platoons. For now. Yeah, good. This machine gun team has a really nice bunker position over towards this place. First impact here from that salvo. So, yeah. A bit off. I want him to hit here, it's hitting here. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Look at this though. Meanwhile, all of that crazy stuff is happening. These guys, he's still going, you know, or well, he's still occupying the vehicle, which was smoking. So that is pretty cool. I don't look. I think that's the impact. No, that's not. That's not some kind of hitch back there. That is not an impact hole. Okay. Interesting. I need these guys to get back as best as they can. That crew is very vital. Let's see here. Men are being kept. Dang. That was a pretty decent placed squad as well. Oh. I wonder. You guys should definitely try to set up your mortars again. Let's see here. I'll tell you to take cover in your old positions, get back. And now maybe we can utilize this spotter towards here. Nope. Should have tried to set up TRPs with this spotter towards here. Oh well. It happens. Happens. They are we taking fire now from AT guns or tanks? Retreat. Yeah. This tank is trying to roll over his own AT gun, so that is crazy. Buck 38 crews. This crew is choosing to retreat in the face of the enemy armor. That is not too good. Oh well. This crew is still holding on. Oh well. Hope we can get a ceasefire out of this. The Soviets are now entering our position here. And our men are not doing their job. This guy's burning. That's crazy. Yeah. Pink platoon is all but done for. Let's see. These guys made their way all the way out here. Okay. I don't know. Set up position here. You guys try to reinforce this position. Okay. So let's see what happened here. This puck crew was defeated. These guys should stop targeting infantry. So only one anti-tank gun remains in the central sector here, with 3 enemy light tanks coming our way. The light tanks seem to be actually putting in some work. We need to specifically target them with as many rounds as possible. Keep it up right there. Will take some time, but it happens. Also this mortar, let's see. Yeah, you can get targeting towards here. Stay in place basically. Let's see, we can actually go through it. Yeah, just like that. That's good enough. 15 per gun. Keep it up. Have this one not target infantry. Okay, it's time to get down to business here with the AT gun crew. And why is that smoke there now? Oh, what are we taking fire from? Some machine gun to the right. Someone needs to deal with that guy. For example, the machine gunners, yeah. These guys are very vital now in beating out this light tank push. Unsure if we impacted, just one is needed. Only one impact is needed. Just like that, it went straight through that round. Did you see? Okay, who's retreating now? What? Gun is broken. Okay. These guys aren't retreating though. That is good. Yeah, I think we're getting targeting towards the T-34s. Or T-26s. Retreat. A lot of retreats are coming along now. Oh well. I don't know what happened to this puck crew. They started retreating and then Yeah, they took an impact. It's probably from a T-26 or one of their AT guns, the Soviet AT guns. Now it looks like we're dealing with these guns though, or with these tanks. Come on. Yes. You only need one with these guys. Usually. Retreat. Yeah, they're probably gonna take this place if it keeps going like this. I don't have time to see if these impacts are doing anything over here anyway. This is a graveyard of tanks though. But that is good. Having, I have the, you know, what do you call it? The blueprint in form of the war diaries, you know, with the companion book for this game, so I know, you know, what actually was the problem for the Germans was that they had a hard time dealing with these tanks. So that, you know, follows par for the course. Tanks are true deciders of the battlefield. So if we can just, you know, deal with the tanks. Yellow flare, huh? Yeah, you should be thinking about putting up a red flare, man. If we can deal with the tanks, yeah, not a lot is controllable on the right, so that tells me that most of the retreats are coming from this sector. This mortar crew has started to work though, so something is at least... Are these the highest 10.5 impacts? In that case, this is amazing. I think it is. I think these are the 10.5 impacts that are hitting here. Let's see, can we get anything here? Not really. So let's keep that up for now then. Here we can see our artillery is working towards the crossroads. Yeah, I'm counting 2 platoons of T-34s and 1 platoon of T-26 is destroyed here. This one tells me it's still operational, but I don't believe it is. Oh, wait, it's turning its turret. How the frick is it still working? That's what I'm wondering. Anyway, mortar, you can now start working here in your old stomping grounds. Let's see here. Yeah, something like that should be good. Men are being captured over here on the right. This position, actually, I did not suspect it would go this bad over here, but yeah, it happens. Let's have this whole platoon then try to, let's say, retake this position. No formation or anything, just get over there. Use maneuvers as needed as you're crossing dangerous ground. Let's see, did we kill the... It's stupid, this crossroads. Yeah, we did manage to kill the last T-26. So let's hold fire here. This gun. And maybe we can just... maybe get some rounds over here. Hope that is good enough. We have a big infantry formation here, and as well one of these little bastard things. Actually, you guys are targeting something on the left. Oh yeah, you're targeting infantry, okay. One of these little things that started instantly smoking, or they maybe threw a smoke grenade. Hell yeah. That is cool. That is a cool little vehicle. I'm not getting in it myself though, but it's cool. Here, I can't control the guys, so you know, there's no way for me really to decide this battle on my own. As you can see, infantry platoons are in retreat. AT gun here is retreating. These guns are in danger now of getting done in by the infantry that is coming from here. The left flank is holding formidably. Way harder battles in this campaign than in Against the Tide, I must say. I mean, yeah, the Against the Tide was hard as well, but I had my tanks that was always, you know, an ace in the sleeve, so to say. But here, yeah, just ain't no way. Let's see, did we manage to pick any Soviets off? Here's another dead German. The ground is free of dead Soviets as far as I can see here. Yeah, well, we have killed some here, but I mean, there should be a whole field of them dead here. Not like this. Here's our own men surrendered. Weak showcase. Do you want to go home to your homeland or not? Because that is not the way. This place though, we did good. This is more what, you know, what you want to see. So yeah, and look here. Here's the Soviet flamethrower man. My favorite guy in the whole game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we can use to save this place. I don't think we can. We need to get these guns out of here. So yeah, they have captured now Farmstead Nameless over there. These guns need to just get a move on. 3 point taken. Oh, we retook Farmstead Nameless now. Oh. Yeah, our guys are not doing hot here. He's missing every single shot. I'm sure of that. And he's gonna get flanked here if he's not attentive. Ivan will come with a PPSH and finish him off. I think center for now is getting stabilized. The left looks kind of stable too. They are taking casualties, of course, but yeah. They're right though. I think they reached, I mean, they reached further than that, but I think in the beginning, I think this is the position they called Strong Point Dawn. Either this or that, I don't know. If one of these two, let me just, hold on, I can actually just consult the companion book. I'll wait 1 second for me, guys, and I'll bring it up. Okay, so this is Strong Point Dawn over here, as prescribed in the German documents. With the position, as I can read it, being called Mata, next to Beta and Ida. So that should translate. That should translate in our game as this place, I think. This should be very Lovka. Oh. Try to get it together. Okay, so the marked area that is called Strong Point Dawn, I would say begins here. And then goes all the way over here. So this position is strong point Dawn, and if we look again in the companion book, okay, so the position of strong point Dawn seems to have switched hands quite like intensely in the beginning, and then at around 10 o'clock it was engaged with, like, there were, it said it was 6 to 7 Soviet tanks on the position. And courageous men defending. It actually said something to the note of that. Were all gunned down. So yeah. These guys can definitely open fire on infantry. These guns are getting out. Yeah. The guns are not doing too hot, but they are trying to get them out of here. I hope they can hurry up with that. Oh, look here, look here, look here. Dangerous place. Oh, it just ran up onto us. My goodness. Oh, I'm getting information overload right now. It's so much going on. We need to conserve our fire. We're gonna need these guns for a long time. I don't know how artillery's ammo is replenished in this game, or if it is at all. So yeah. These guys just try for a little counterattack in this direction. Place has been all done in. Men have surrendered, men are wounded. Yeah, look at these buffoons. They are not going home. They are going to they're going to Siberia. There, this guy needs to start calling in a fire mission to save himself, I feel like. No way. That is much better. Men are being captured over here on the right now. Even more men are being captured over here on the right. You guys need to get together with these guys. You guys need to take a position in your old bunkers. I don't know what you guys are up to. Yeah. The enemy push here in the center is not over. Let's see. Soviets are still crawling up towards us. They have a lot in their tactical research. They have a lot. They have a lot of men. I don't know. Retreats coming from this company, which was ordered to attack towards Armstead Nameless, or this platoon rather. Multiple retreats just from being basically near combat. Now this artillery is really laying down the hammer on them now. That is good. My goodness, guys. As we can see, we have really poor control of this position. All the guys that I can't choose, they are in retreat. And you guys, yeah, you need to get all the way back here. Get out of there. Those guns are heavy as well. Tank over here on the leftmost flank. moving quickly as well. It's a T-34 going hauling ass here. Huh. Okay. I don't know how we will solve that, to be honest with you guys. Sell these guns to... Let's see here. Not fired infantry anymore. See if they have any way of seeing this. Tells me they have no way of seeing anything. I know that's a damn lie though. Let's see. Okay, you actually have eyes towards the T-34. Hucks over here are targeting the APC, which is fine and dandy. But I would much rather they target the T-34 as well. Getting a bunch of retreats, I don't want to see that even. This gun needs to get out of there. Yeah, and you guys, can you just maybe move this way or something? I don't know why they're moving across like this. What happened to the T-34? Oh. He got... Okay. He got tracked and is starting to smoke. Beautiful. Okay. Just instantly dealt with him. Very unsuspecting. That means everyone can target the infantry again. What the fuck? That was unexpected that they just dealt with the tank, you know? Now, companies here, platoons here in the center, you know, retreating. I need to keep this open in case they get us a ceasefire. Seems like the Soviet attack here has been, you know, I mean, they're not taking the ground as well as I would suspect. So that is actually something positive for us. Okay. Here we can see they're moving in these gullies and, you know, really using the train to their advantage right now. But I think we should be fine. Let's see our mortar man. Do you have anything good for me? Maybe over here. Just 20 rounds out there. Fuck crews somehow aren't all dead. You guys are getting pretty banged up doing this movement. I don't know why you're moving like this. Hold position here, fight as you want to. Defend yourselves out in the open. Platoon leader, get back to your guns. I can't let him just move across the open and get murked. Okay, there's a gun over there. Needs to be silenced, so let's see which one is the most apt for the task. Yeah, definitely first spotter. However, this spotter can just going here. This spotter, I mean, it's not a good, you know, fire mission, but it's what we have here. Maybe the mortar, actually. Yeah, the mortar can work too. Let's use both of them. Get this, you know, try to kill this gun. There we go. Beautiful. And you guys need to start rotating the guns. Like, towards the enemy. I don't know. Let's just do that and hope for the best. Now they're getting here as well. They're moving a bit towards Farmstead Nameless. We will see though. This fire mission can be cancelled. And now I can see the guns are working here. So that is good. Or they should be. Get on that gun. Lower the barrel down. I don't know, are you guys out of HE? Yeah, they're all out of HE. Oh, that is not good. That explains a thing or two. Try to back the guns up, keeping the like the gun shield towards the enemy. Are they moving around now with their little gun here? Or is that just another one? I don't know. But you can target the new position. Keep the mortar on the old position. Hopefully we can get a ceasefire somehow soon. Please just get me that ceasefire, you know. And also, the battle has like degenerated into a point now where I feel like I can't control it really. So yeah, we can see this gun. God, as I said, you know, yeah, the turret mechanism and a wheel is broken. Let's allow everyone to use AI maneuver control, so that means the AI will basically take control of my whole game now. Hopefully it can make better decisions, because I can't micromanage all of this. Here we can see mortar rounds are impacting close by to the AT gun here. Curious though, if this gun moved or whatever happened here. Oh yeah. These guys don't seem to even be occupying their trenches. I think maybe I set them up poorly. Capture. Yeah, over here more men are surrendering. This company is either surrendered or killed, basically. And the company commander is the first one to get out of here. More men are being captured. Okay, over here now. You guys really need to start hauling ass. Getting these guns out of here. How many men do they have? Why won't they just quit somehow? I've suffered like this. I wonder how the enemy has suffered. If they have at all. Let's see if we manage to get a gun here. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, Farmstead Nameless is still in our hands, but for how long? Look at this, another squad up here on the hill. Now it's just really degenerated into some kind of infantry. I'm happy we got those tanks out of the way though. It will make our life a bit easier. More green flares coming from the back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, life is not good. These MGs have run out of ammo. That is crazy. We need to start trying to get these guns out of the line of fire, you know. This one is probably impossible to move. Yeah, barely anything can be controlled here now. Position is lost. look just more and more. I wonder if we pause here and just go and look here. Okay, here's one officer crawling. Dead. Alive. Dead. 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 Or alive. Dead. I mean, look at this thing. I think it's broken. Yeah. I imagine the depths are even higher than what we can see purely by our eyes as well. So, in dog, your commissar tells you to attack up here, and you do it. You know, you advance here, you see the bodies of your own friendlies, you see all these tanks burnt out, you have artillery raining on your head, and you just keep going. That is crazy. Oh well. Leftmost company though. Let's see how their anti-tank platoon is doing. Only one casualty. I mean, these old pucks, you know, they were lucky to be posted up here. Oh well. These pucks, how are they doing? Yeah, also out of high explosive. I'm wondering about this one. Yeah, out of high explosive. Moving them has not proven to go that well for me. Unit lost. Yeah, mortar team. I don't know how they ended up here with their mortar, to be honest, but yeah, well, they're abandoning their mortar now. Here's the company commander. He's not... Save this man from surrender. Come on, commander. Fuck. How could you walk past your company commander having surrendered like that? You didn't even execute him. That's crazy. Here we can see that, as I've said before, the hammer is being laid down on the Soviets. It doesn't seem like it's doing too much to him. I mean, yeah, we're killing them, but more and more come. They just keep coming, man. The AT rifle belonging to the company commander of this company now has surrendered and he's retreating. Yeah. Not looking good, fellas. It is not looking good. Please, please, please get me a ceasefire. Oh man, I'm gonna not quit the game here. I'm gonna hold out for like a couple minutes more and hope that we get a ceasefire somehow in all of this. I don't know though. It's not looking good, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. It is not looking good at all. A lot of our men have surrendered. I don't like that. I don't know. Now look at this. Like, it's so weird that you actually would surrender in your own trench before even, like, you know, human psychology doesn't really work like that. sure if they're inside your trench, but you know, or like your whole platoon decides to surrender and get out of the trench, sure, that's one thing. But if just one squad decides to surrender and the rest of the men are not, you know, the rest of the men stay to choose and fight, and you know, imagine you're in that like trench and one of your guys is like, oh, I'm just gonna get out of the trench and surrender. You would just drag him down, you know. Anyway, I don't think we've managed to capture any Soviets in this engagement either. Look at this. What is the company Bro, this is crazy. They're moving all along here. I don't know. If I didn't know what they were doing, I would just say they're trying to counterattack the enemy, but you know. Anyway. Unit lost. Yeah, next grenade launcher to be lost here. Key point captured. Yeah, they have taken to Verilovka now. That is fine. Yeah, you guys should be thinking about getting back up the gun. Okay. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Or please get a ceasefire somehow out of all this. I'm not sure. Haven't asked for one. I'm just coping now at this point, honestly. This is a crazy maneuver here. What the hell is going on here, guys? I'm betting the company commander is somehow involved in this. No, wait. Wrong company. Totally wrong company. This guy. Yeah, look at this. He's really in the shit here with the boys. That's cool, actually. That is pretty cool. Can't lie. Oh my goodness. Crazy fighting is going on here. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, buddy. Look now, this Soviet is running up on our guys. Come on. Race. What the fuck? Dog. You can't just run up on them and hit them a little bit like that and they... My god, man. What the fuck? That is bullshit. That is bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I would not let myself get done like that. Trust and believe. Now and someone's gonna be like, but have you ever been in war? No, but I've actually had MMA fights. Like actual... you know, sanctioned fights in mixed martial arts. I know what a punch is, you know. And you would not get, you know, what he did would not have that effect on people. Maybe the kick, if he hit the head like with a soccer kick, sure, but you know. It's, I understand, of course, it's a game. They can't model like, you know, one-to-one accurate representation of like fight in this like strategy game. That would make no sense. This system works for what it is. I'm just, you know, when you're, you know, of course I get pissed off. This gun, huh? Still down here, still alive. It managed to get out of all of our fire missions. So kudos to those guys. here, I don't even know how a human is able to survive in this environment. A lot of them haven't, as we can see. This guy, he's trying to impact Mars. What do you call it? Mars? Like the planet. Look at this. This officer has picked up a Mosin Nagant rifle and is firing. He's also in the shit. Truly is in the shit. That's amazing. Good work from him. Oh, these guys are reporting. I'm under fire. Yeah, I can imagine that you are. Platoon commander, the disgraceful one, just surrendered. Like your platoon commander dies and you're part of his squad, you know, just do his job, man. Don't surrender. Come on, you're in like really nice entrenched positions and everything. I don't know. I know what happens to someone who surrenders to Soviets. Key point taken. Okay. Well, anyway, I know what would happen in as a prisoner of war to the Soviets or even the Russians today. You can't pay me any money in the world to go through that shit. Now, is this our company commander over here? Yeah, he's in retreat. No! It's over. They're gonna kill our company commander. Seid vorsichtiga. Be careful. Okay. You need to lock in, bro. What's your name? Mikhail Atman. Okay. Well, Mikhail, you need to start locking in. These Soviets can just run laps around us. And look, now we're getting the same towards them. This dude just double tapped them with like the weakest butt smack of the rifle stock I've ever seen. Well, goes both ways, huh? Now we can really see, you know, the sun is starting to rise, dawn is breaking. We have good view of the battlefield. Yeah, well, nice view isn't worth much here. Where is this Mikhail Hartmann? Here he is. And you need to get your shit together. This is why your men surrender. They look at you as an example and you do this. No bueno. A mortar crew is just hold your positions. You're gonna die. But maybe kill someone along the way. Doesn't look like we're gonna get a ceasefire out of this, guys. But, yeah, now they've taken to Verilovka again. Doesn't look like we're getting a ceasefire anytime soon. I don't know, though. I am curious to see how this plays out, though. I won't just, I won't quit recording, actually, right now. I am too curious about this battle to see what happens. And look, now they're like spreading like ants across everywhere. It does not make any sense even today or right now. This is actually quite decent. There we go. This is much better. If we can get a fire mission over here, that would be good. Key point captured, yeah, to Verilovka. If we can hit these guys, that would be good. squads need to regroup here. Maybe set up some kind of defense here if they can. And you guys, if you can, as well as... Yeah, I don't care about those guys. They can do whatever they want to. I believe we're gonna need a fire mission here. Much more than order. Just shift it around and hope it does something more. We have done something already though, so maybe I shouldn't be so dismissive. Oh. God. Green flare coming from here. Another attack is ordered, huh? Yeah. These guys. See, where are everyone? These guys are in a decent position. These guys, you need to get back up here. Company or platoon commander needs to get up. And you guys need to get up. I don't care that much about you. We can start reoccupying these trenches. That would be fine by me. Ceasefire. There we go. I knew it was coming. Oh my god, thank god we got that. Oh, what a battle. What a battle. Oh my goodness, this has been intense for me, guys. Trying to play this shit. Oh. Thank god it's over. And we have 15 more turns of this, or well, it's 16 turns in total this campaign. Let's see. Let's see the casualties. So the Soviets were very much superior to us in the terms of platoons and weighted platoons. We did get the upper hand to them though. We did, you know, in casualty numbers. They managed to really increase their weighted area, which was 1 hectare or whatever. So, I mean, any increase is a good increase. We didn't lose that much in total, though. So that's fine by me. And our weighted platoons were really reduced as well. We were halved, basically, but so were they. Yeah, we definitely did not manage to win this battle. We did have a 3-to-1 casualty ratio here, which is insane to think about. Yeah, look. Their casualties are heavy. Okay, we captured some of them too, it seems, or they went missing, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we didn't do so poorly, and we only are missing 37 men. So, I mean, yeah, we lost some guns, but oof, that is nice. We got 10 tanks, that is beautiful. Seem to have, yeah. Okay, let's see how many tanks they had to begin with. They had 12 to begin with, and they're missing 2, or they have 2 now. 2 left. We did manage to put some dents into their command, which is good. Their infantry, though, look at that, how much infantry they have. They have a lot more than us, at least, that's for sure. Reinforcements were, I don't know what's the difference between reinforcement and infantry here, though. But yeah, we did manage to put a hole in their reinforcements. Some miscellaneous as well. One of our spotters got killed. I don't think so. Maybe a part of his squad, but I think we have all our spotters intact. Let's quickly check that first. So yeah, this spotter is fine. This spotter is fine. And this spotter is fine. They're good to go. Okay, they managed to take this here. They managed to move across here as well. But this farmstead is still holding. This is interesting that they have this, but I don't think that works out for them. So anyway, let's check it out first of all. I'm a bit okay, abandoned. So this gun, I don't think we. Yeah, okay. This one was impacted by P34, and this one was impacted by a 45 millimeters. So I don't know if that was a 45 from one of the light tanks or from their anti-tank gun. Let's see. These are all able to be repaired, which is very nice. And as we can see, 14.5s, the anti-tank guns, they will deal with these guns. That's why I wanted them to be able to fire to infantry from the start, because, you know, this is such a close range, and machine guns and anti-tank guns will deal with these guys. Seems like we might be able. No, I don't think we're able to have this gun. I don't know. Some MGs are in working condition at least. These pucks are in working condition. Need to really. And these AT guns are our lifeline for now, so we have some 88s coming up later as well in the campaign, which is good. Or they are on the field, they just need to be moved out. So my thinking is I want to put the 88 somewhere here and really try to get them, or even further up. I don't know, like really try to get their tanks with them. Anyway, brigade command. That is interesting that they choose to move up like this. Here we can see we're facing, let's see, this doesn't even tell us which brigade we're facing here. These units belong to the 240th Rifle Division, 931, 931st Rifled Regiment, okay. Yeah, so the Soviets have taken some casualties too, huh? Let's see here. Still the, okay. 86th Tank Brigade, 232nd Tank Battalion. Okay, okay. HQ Company, Recon Platoon. Okay. So these are used as little recon APCs, which is very interesting. And it just says universal. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look this APC up later and tell you guys more about it, because what the fuck is this, you know? It's is it a Bren carrier? Actually, this is not a Soviet vehicle, I think. Let's see here. Doesn't say so, but Mark 1 Universal, that sounds very British to me. So, and that is a Bren up top. So these might be Bren carriers. You see, you know, this is just goes to show how, you know, much of an Eastern Front guy I am. I don't even know about this Western vehicle. But yeah, that might be a Bren carrier actually. But yeah, I'm not getting into this thing. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and that is the boys AT rifle. I see. Might be. But yeah, it doesn't matter what, you know. Yeah, that is a boys AT rifle. That is crazy. Anyway, as I said, I'm not getting into this shit. Here we can see T-34 burnt out. With the, yeah, as we can see here, look at this 7.5 goes through the front, killing everything, killing everyone, and ending up, you know, setting the tank on fire. So this one was really, you know, how can you say it? Hit quite a lot, but we managed to somehow set it on fire eventually, so that's good. I don't see how we did that, but yeah. Gapon is the name of this platoon commander. I don't know, Gapon does not sound Russian at all. I don't know what that is. Yeah, well, it's beautiful too, the 7.5s. This is why I want to keep them alive. They can actually really deal with these tanks. However, this is nice. From 744 meters out, a perfect shot. You couldn't, you know, ask for anything more. That is an amazing shot. Wow. I don't know what to say. That is luck of the draw, I guess. Yeah. Here we have another one burnt out, and as we can see, 7.5s do good work. And the 5 centimeter was actually the one that cooked it off in the end, with spalling here, going through and setting the ammo on fire. This was the one I was most curious about out here in the field. This one just got dealt with so quickly. But it seems like that is amazing that the 3.7s actually did something here, but it seemed we did have an impact here which was not registered. That is not an impact, but here we can see that we knocked the wheel off and actually went in, so I think we might have killed crew members here. Yeah, all crew members are dead, so that is good. Oh my goodness. Let's do it like this, yeah. Yeah, this makes sense to be abandoned. It's immobilized and a lot of parts are broken. Okay, cool. Oh my, they had so much, and look at this. This is assigned actually to the rifle regiment, tank, anti-tank gun company first. I think one of you guys told me about this RT-26. What is a RT-20? T-26 RT. What is, I don't know what that, okay. Might be a recon model. R might stand for Rasvedka. I don't know. Anyway, I think one of you guys told me that the AT guns had one of these assigned as gun carriers. So, if I recall correctly, which is quite interesting, but they got taken out. They were not used to carry any anti-tank guns around. They were used to move up and get destroyed. So, and we can't find anything on this one. Okay. Yeah, well, not a lot more to be said about that. I wondered. I'm a bit curious. We had these. No, that is not what I'm looking for. Looking for this. Okay, cool. This gun out here in this field was very lucky. They only lost one man. We really tried hunting them with the artillery, but no avail. They survived. But this gun crew suffered. Or well, the gun crew kind of survived, but the gun itself is broken. Okay, cool. Let's get back to the operational map and see what has happened. My god, what a bell. Okay, one of our bell groups has retreated. I don't know what's... Okay, yeah, you're retreated, fine. Okay, cool. So no more further attacks this round, which is positive for us. We still have this hole in the line, but it seems like... okay, this might mean... Okay, this bell group was one manning this position and retreated, okay. We're doing kind of alright, although the guns will need to be switched out here. Okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode and this new series that we have begun playing, so to say. I'm a bit tired, sorry, after having played all of this. My head is, scrambled, but yeah, I really enjoyed playing this. This has been a totally different experience than Against the Tide. This is way, way harder, honestly, and way more intensive. So, and these guys are tired, I think. Let's see here. No. Why are you red? Are you red because you're so low experience? Okay. Yeah, well. But I thought they were tired. I'd move them. But maybe not. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye.